Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday Nighter between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 50, plant. 51 to Mike. Too low, tap. Jam. Ready.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Squeeze. Hey, lock it.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's caught. It's Malone. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Gordon on first down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups. 1 yard.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. You gotta break. Chance. Hit it.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at the last snap of the ball, and, boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Alpha. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey. Watch the screen. Mike 50, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. On 1st down, Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check. Check hot route. Hot. There goes.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen, that pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And Freeman lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Go! Smooth! 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine! Hey, one set. Check Mike, 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Lock to throw on second down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devin Funchess as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. What? Squeeze. Check. Cross. Check go.
Freeman again. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Down. 30 base. 54. Right. 54. Right here. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, Haywood. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Two-jet bomber. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Back. Hey, lock it. He's cracked. Shoot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Ready.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
We own them. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. They can't hang with us. Hey, alert 3. Kill. He's checking. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Let's get it.
At the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 20. Here I come. Shit. Check it out. 5.
From midfield, here's Locke. It's caught by Funchess. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Check.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
36, 36. Check three, check three, check three. Bang, bang, bang. Hard, hard. Hey, watch it, watch it. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here it comes, here it comes. Jim, speed dribble.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards.
Check 24, check 24.
First and 10.
Walk, get walk. Check. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Look at me, zipper.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Go. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
1 yard gain.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 9.
Go. You gotta get You gotta get that. Mike 51. Mike. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Shoot. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, foxtrot. Hey. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Locke. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down is Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Clear. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, Zoo.
In his end zone, here's Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go, go. Mike 20, Mike 20. Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to shoot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We go set. 18's Gator. Check in. I don't think you 6-6. Pull it high. Kill. Get it.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hatchet. Check. Fresno. Deuce.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, here's Locke. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Clock now to throw, and that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, B. Big serious right here. We got to step it up.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Hey, wahoo! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Blue jaw Porker.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th-quarter lead. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ready? 70, Indy, protein spill. 2.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's another Chargers
Get it.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
10-2 stop. Go. Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Set. AT Gator. Bound to lose one. Check 43. Hey, check 24.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all, and they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend.